This is decent. I keep on the bottom one.
Y'all ready? Welcome back, everybody, to the Gamecock Mix with Sam Man.
Garrett Lloyd?
And Grant Davis.
So the Clash, according to YouTube, has been canceled or delayed or
Well, yeah, okay, so what happened in the Clash, they kind of like been riding around the whole time, and Paul Menard leading and Jimmy Johnson second, so Jimmy Johnson pulled out of line and tried to make a move for the lead, and Paul Menard blocked him and kind of wrecked himself, and like he hit the wall and everybody else crashed. There was like a major pile up, and as soon as they started wrecking and stuff, it started raining, so Jimmy Johnson's the leader, and there's like a red flag right now. They're under rain delay.
And I'm wearing my Jimmy Johnson hat.
so will Jimmy Johnson be given the W?
Probably.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
looking like
It looks like it's fixing to like come a downpour there.
I'll be wearing my 24 hat though the rest of the season.
Yeah. And also update on the Alliance game between Memphis and Birmingham. Birmingham just kicked another field goal and took a 9-0 lead.
Yeah, my friend said the Birmingham kicker's going to have the most points in league history.
Well, yeah,
So,
right now, so
interesting
far.
fact about Birmingham starting quarterback as of right now.
Yeah, Luis Perez.
He is a Division II product from Texas A&M Commerce,
Wow.
undrafted 2018.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
24 years
great
old.
value Texas A&M.
That's not even the great value Texas A&M.
Yeah.
That's not
That's just.
like
He played at
Sam's Cola.
Southwestern College. He walked on. He started ninth of the ninth quarterback on the depth chart for them.
Wow, 9 quarterbacks. That's a lot of quarterbacks.
But he eventually became the starter due to injuries and transfers to other players.
Hey, talk about sticking.
He could be the next Tom
Sticking with
Brady.
it. Yeah.
He played about half that year before himself getting hurt. So his offensive line must not have been the best in the round. He started the next year and led the Jaguars of Southwestern College to a conference title and all conference honors.
Dang.
I think they called the Clash. My friend texted me, said Johnson won.
Well.
So then he transferred to Texas A&M Commerce at Division II in Northeast Texas. In 2015, they qualified for the NCAA Division II playoffs for the first time since 1995.
Dang.
So his senior season, he went 10-1 in 2017. Also made the playoffs for the third straight year. Won the first game against Winona State. And they beat a heavily favored Minnesota State team. And he also made it in the Rose Bowl as the NFLPA Collegiate Bowl. That was his final college game.
Dang.
He had some pretty decent stats. He passed his senior season at Texas A&M Commerce, had 46 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 5,000 passing yards, and completed roughly about 67% of his passes. So not too bad.
No, not too bad.
Who's the kicker? Nick Novich? He used to be an NFL kicker. Yeah, he used to kick for the Chargers. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. So yeah, it is official. Jimmy Johnson has won the Clash.
I wonder, will they get all their money still, or?
Yeah, they'll get money. So, for many of you who don't know, the last 7 years Jimmy Johnson has crashed, has not finished this race, so he kind of breaks the streak, the curse or whatever. So 7 years in a row he didn't finish, now he wins.
Good for him. That's
Yeah.
a good comeback after
Yeah.
last year.
We're the new crew chief and Kevin Menderen who come out of the
Hey, here's
Xfinity
a
series.
good thought. So, this is the first time Canals is not crew chief Johnson. This is Johnson's first race. They've been together their
Yeah.
whole careers as being crew chief driver. Their debut today, because 24 car obviously wasn't the Clash.
No.
He wins the pole, Johnson wins the race. Could be a good year for both. I guarantee both of them guys, Canals and Johnson, are really fired up to try to be successful without one another. Because their whole career they've been together, and I've heard plenty of people argue, feel like, oh, well, he's not the GOAT because he had Jack and Alice, or Jack and Alice, he's not the GOAT crew chief because he had Jimmy Johnson, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. Jeff Gordon had multiple crew chiefs, all these different arguments. But, I don't know, I think Byron wins this year, I think Johnson wins. I think Hendrick will be good this year.
Yes.
Last year was a lot of growing pains because they restructured the whole organization of how they do things. So of course it was gonna be kind of a struggle, and I know Chase Elliott's crew chief had talked about how a lot of their time went into meetings about organizing everybody rather than putting it into meetings where they'd be working on car performance. So this year, hopefully, they've got everything structured and now they can just focus on speed, which of course today they showed up,
Yeah.
all 4 cars.
Yeah, all 4 cars in positions 1 through 4, all Hendrick cars. Took the top 4 spots in qualifying for the Daytona 500, which will be next Sunday, so it's a good start for them. And the rundown of the top 5 of the clash ended up being Jimmy Johnson won it, and then Kurt Busch, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, and Alex Bowman finished 5th, so.
Ford and Chevys.
Yeah.
Not bad.
The highest finishing Toyota was Kyle Busch in 14th.
Well, he got wrecked.
Yeah,
I'm sure that don't really show how well he was
No.
running.
no. Paul Menard, who led the whole race, finished 13th, but like I said, I think, like, let's see, the top 6 cars made it through the wreck, and 7th through 20th was all involved, so that's 13 cars involved in that wreck.
So if anybody's wondering, I posted a link to my personal Facebook page, and on the Gamecock Mix 91.9 Facebook page, which you can find it at www.facebook.com/thegamecockmix. We are streaming live again on our YouTube channel. It is all up and running. Comments should be live as well, I believe.
And also, we have a logo now for the
We do.
show.
Thanks to Monica.
Yeah, thank you, Monica.
I posted it everywhere so far.
Moving on up in the world now.
We are.
People are gonna put some respect on it.
Put some spec on our name.
Oh, put some respect on the name. Garrett, when are we gonna pass through their car?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, let's put it out there. Let's go do a test session this year.
We can do a live stream for there. That's gonna be our show for Sundays.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Like
That would
somehow get a mic in the car or whatever to talk while I'm out there.
Ooh, I don't know if
testing
you
it.
wanna do a live stream.
I'd be doing a live stream from the stands and maybe have a little GoPro action inside the camera and
Yeah.
post at a later date.
Maybe on Instagram, probably not on the radio though.
Yeah.
I don't trust what I would say in the car.
You get too excited, you'd be like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, with a test session, there wouldn't be nobody out there, so I don't think
I would
could
still
say
be
anything.
excited. I wouldn't be mad or nothing.
Yeah.
Just excited about life.
Oh yeah, that would be fun.
But we are live on YouTube. It's weird seeing like how delayed it is.
Yeah.
Like I
it's
look at the
deja
camera and I
vu.
just look at it. I think it's delayed about 5 seconds probably. Delay.
Yeah.
It's crazy how, people have to buy, expensive, cameras just to do a live stream. Which I mean, iPhones aren't, cheap by any means.
No.
But, that's about as good as cameras you can get for, this without having to pay a ton.
Yeah.
So what's the alliance looking like right now for
Well,
Birmingham?
There's 49 seconds to go in the first half, and Birmingham has the ball, and it's still 9-0. So Luis Perez has 169 yards this game.
How many completions and such? Let's see, the game leaders are Perez with 169, Patton, Quinn.
Quinn
60.
Patton has a last name first.
Yeah. It's been a long day already. We have one pick, Jamar Summers. My name sounds familiar.
Yeah. So like, if you go like through these rosters, you go on the AAF.com and go look at the rosters, like you'll get a little nostalgia, because I did like,
Looking at some of the old Alabama players.
some of the old Alabama
Pretty much the
players.
entire offensive line is Alabama
Yeah.
starters.
So if
And
you like, if you
also-
follow college football just slightly, there'll be certain names you recognize.
Forgot
and
about
stuff,
that are still
yeah.
there.
It's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that guy. Like who was the LSU's old quarterback? What was the,
Jamarcus Russell?
no, Mettenberg?
Yeah,
Mettenberg, I think he's playing like for Arizona or something.
they play tonight, actually. They play
Yeah.
St. Louis in Sun Devil Stadium. A kickoff at 7 p.m. Central Time on the NFL Network.
Yeah, the Arizona Hot Shots, I really like that name.
I like a lot of their names on this.
Yeah, it's really unique and stuff, and they have different colors too, you know, they don't really look like any of the pro teams.
Yeah.
Different
The
combinations.
Irons kind of look like Birmingham, or kind of like the Raiders to me a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
See the roster. Luis Perez starting, Keith Price. I don't even remember him playing at Washington. But then good old Blake Sims.
Yeah.
Quan Bray, I forgot about him. I saw a name on here. I don't know if he's still on the team or not. I hope he's not.
And I told you, man, this like looking at these names, it's like, oh yeah, I remember him, you know.
Don't be on here. I don't see his name, so that's good. I'm glad he got cut. Good riddance, sir.
Yeah.
It was Chris Davis, the person that did the thing
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a bad day.
Mm.
Ron White, I don't remember him playing at Auburn. Bradley Sills, I remember him.
Hey, I know that name.
They got somebody from Liberty, from North Carolina State. They have some DB from Globe JC. I guess it's a junior college.
Yeah. No, I've looked at these, the teams and stuff, and usually like whatever college team is close, or like that's where they're,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
kind
what
of
I
they kind of
was
stay
talking
close
about.
to home or whatever.
It's probably just cheaper to get them to, you know,
Yeah.
so they don't have to pay for housing or.
Yeah. And I think we mentioned earlier, like Steve Spurrier, he's the coach of the Orlando Apollos, who won pretty heftily last night, and I was
40
watching.
to 6. They
Yeah.
still haven't scored a touchdown in their debut, which is crazy to me.
Yeah. But anyways, like I was watching that documentary or whatever on CBS Sports Network,
Yeah.
and like Steve Spurrier was one of the first coaches they contacted, and he was like, "Get me a team in Orlando and I'll coach." So.
That's unbelievable. So how about there's a 5'6" receiver from Tuskegee,
5'6".
159 pounds, Tobias, or no, Devon Felton.
Wow, that is.
I'll have to check him out, see how he balled.
He's got to be quick or something
Yeah.
like that to be.
I bet he's got to be a slot receiver too.
Yeah. See, I think that's just the end of the half.
The
Nine
first
nothing.
like article I see, he says he has speed to burn. Let's
I guess
see.
they could do it like a little dump off pass.
I bet
to
you
him.
can't think of his nickname. Turbo.
Oh, who would have thought? Was it Lee Corso's scooter?
Scooter.
So,
And he's a punt returner too at practice.
and what's pretty neat, like about like these teams and stuff, is like there's some people, you know, straight out of college doing this, and then there's some people
That played
that's
60 or 70
played in
games.
the NFL.
That dude that played for the Orlando Apollos,
Yeah,
the linebacker number 15 that won,
yeah,
had a pick six last night. He looked like he could have been an NFL linebacker,
yeah.
especially the way he played. Good Lord.
So
But I think we should, I mean, there's two home, like, the next game is February 16th at Legion Field.
yeah,
I think that'd be a good game to go to.
yeah. They got a few on Saturday we could go
Yeah.
to, and then like kind of get our perspective from it, and then get back on the show that
Yeah.
following day.
Might could do a little live stream from there.
Yeah. So yeah, they got one this Saturday, and then they go away.
I mean,
For
it's
a
really
few
not even
weeks.
an away game.
Well,
I mean, it's at Atlanta.
yeah. Where are they playing that one in Atlanta? Do you know? So I know they're playing the one here at Legion Field.
I don't know. I figured maybe the Mercedes-Benz Dome or,
I don't know. You would think they might be playing it like maybe Georgia Tech Stadium or something.
I thought about probably playing at Turner Field, really, possibly.
Yeah.
Let's see, the Atlanta Legends. I really hope this league has a chance to make it. I hope the NFL, like, I don't think the NFL will come out right out, like, backing them, but I feel like they might have a little bit of backing that behind the scenes,
Yeah.
just to
I just
Yep.
hope that
It
they're,
is a turn field.
wow.
Or Georgia State Stadium,
Yeah,
which
Georgia
is,
State.
wait, no? No, I think it's Georgia Southern that used to play at,
Yeah. Yeah, there's quite a few teams there in Atlanta. But yeah, one thing I
oh, no,
hope,
it is turn field,
Oh,
that's
it
right.
is.
Okay.
I hope that like the NFL like doesn't try to take this over. And I don't think they will, but I just really hope that they don't. Cause I feel like it started out pretty well and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's just the first week, but
So they beat out, you know, a big time basketball game.
yeah.
Yeah, the new turn field looks good though. They did it, I think they did a pretty good job with it.
Yeah. And right now, there's only 8 teams in this league, so and I feel like there might be a few more added next year or something.
Never know.
I don't think it'll be up to, what, 32 teams?
I hope not.
Maybe like 20 max or something like that.
I think really maybe you go 12.
Yeah,
It's just, I don't wanna like get it burned out.
yeah,
So I think this could be a really fun thing, create a big rivalry, especially playing so few games, there's such few teams.
yeah,
They could, you know, have a little bit of beef going,
yeah.
which would be interesting.
Especially like a lot of the teams like kind of close, like Birmingham and Atlanta, that's really close, and then Orlando's like right below them in Florida.
Says we have 2 watching right now. I don't know who the 2 are, but I will.
Thank you for watching it. Shout
Famous.
Out, yeah, shout out to my family who's listening. I know some of them are either radio or some sort of stream.
I think your grandmother was watching the one we just published a few minutes ago.
Thank you, Mama.
Thank you, Mama. You're the goat. So I learned something about, you know how, like, a lot of the older people tend to play solitaire.
Yeah,
I heard that it was created just so, like, to get older, you know, people that are, you know, like, used to, with the internet, like, they pretty much created the online game just to, like, get them, like, recognized with computers and how they work and everything.
really?
Yep.
Okay, that's pretty neat.
I don't know if that's true, that could be just some, you know,
Yeah,
lie, but, you know, it could be cool.
yeah.
I used to kill solitaire though. Still, like, my all-time favorite, like, program computer game is the pinball.
Yes, pinball. Oh my gosh, I used to like. I seen a thing the other day, like a meme on Facebook. It was talking about like the kids with no internet know the struggle.
Which, I mean, I had internet, but I still played it more
Yeah.
than when I went to cool math games and everything
Oh
changed.
my god, cool math, A game, all that stuff.
And they had the impossible game.
Addicting games.
Oh man, we had a game back in high school. We all played at Lincoln. Like, people got sent to the office for this. It was called the tank game, UMAG 2.
Oh, I haven't heard that one.
Oh man, that was so much fun. One of our friends made like a website that wouldn't get blocked by the server.
Yeah,
We had a huge server block on our school's Wi-Fi and internet,
yeah.
so we couldn't literally look at anything pretty much besides school-related issues. And I'll never forget the meme. They put several memes. It had our principal and had like he sent it in his desk, but they put 2 thumbs up and it said Andy Keith approved.
Wow.
And the song that was playing constantly said, "Who's gonna stop me?"
Okay, so speaking of songs, let's talk about last week at the Super Bowl that millions of people's hopes were built up for the sweet victory was reportedly supposed to be played at the halftime Super Bowl show, and
That
only
was
like
only rumors.
the first 10 seconds.
I mean, I heard it was like yeah. But
Nobody ever came out. Nobody involved with NFL ever came out and said it was going to happen. It was just some meme on Instagram that everybody was like, "Oh my god, like it's going to happen," even though it's not.
But like earlier that day, the Mercedes-Benz like official Twitter page like had, you know, they have that big like Halo thing that has like all the score video boards and stuff.
Yeah.
They played the entire song from
Really?
start to finish on that page, and I was like, "Oh man, it's gonna happen! It's really
Yeah.
gonna happen!"
And then, yeah,
They played a whole 10 seconds and just went to Sicko Mode.
introduced
Sicko Mode.
Travis Scott.
Yeah, that was just super.
At least they acknowledged it. They didn't even have to acknowledge
Yeah,
it.
that is.
But still, give us
Hey,
what
but we did come through for y'all here on the Gamecock Mix last week. If you weren't listening, we did play sweet victory.
But to finish that story out, another guy who was really good at computer stuff made another website. But he made people like create like accounts and stuff to log in.
Yeah.
And the school found out how to get like a list of everybody's login stuff. And for a solid about an hour and a half, you just hear, well, so-and-so comes to the principal's office and just listed off people, and I was like, oh no, they found out.
Yeah,
But
you know it's bad when there's a list of names that come to the principal's office.
I mean, because we just got MacBooks. I know Piedmont had them before us, but we were just like dumbfounded by like, oh my God, we have MacBooks. And then we found our next new game, which was Minecraft and Black Ops. I mean, our senior year was just full of Black Ops and.
So did y'all ever like play paper football in school?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had
That was more of a middle school.
leagues instead of, yeah, that was kind of middle school.
Like, I mean, I wish we did, but you know, the computers, kind of everything.
Yeah. Yeah, we had like our own, we made like our custom little paper footballs and everything.
But do you remember, like, back in elementary school, did y'all have those little things called spinners?
Spinners?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were like little square things, and you could just spin them. They were made out of paper.
Yes.
Like, we had those things, we just spent hours and hours on making those.
Yeah, I don't think kids nowadays
They don't understand how
yeah,
much
they
fun
don't
those were.
know,
I remember we got these little badges from Upward that, like, pin on your shirt. And I found out that they, like, helped them spin a lot longer. And I kept them on there, and they just spun for hours. And everybody was just dumbfounded, like, how did he figure that out?
Yeah, man, those were the times back then, like, especially like middle school and high school, like the last few weeks of school, you know, like when you got done with testing, like that last week of school, like everybody would like bring in cards or whatever. That's so much fun.
I remember we, like, I don't understand how we got this approved for PE, but
Yeah.
for like once a week, we got to play with Beyblade, or I don't think they're called Beyblade, I think they were called Beyblades.
I don't know.
Oh, I used to play those all the time. Yeah.
Let it rip. And I had this like little arena, and you just had them like on the string, you
Oh,
hold
yeah,
it, and they started spinning.
around, yeah, I know.
I don't know why we were
exactly what
so
you're
entertained with
talking
things that just spun around and did literally nothing.
I used to love Yu-Gi-Oh.
I did too. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. I found some old Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon cards that were like from 1996 before they were called Pokemon in Japan. They were called like
Pocket Monster.
Pocket Monsters, yeah.
Wow.
And they were holographic, and I was like, these things are either worth a lot or either fake and worth
Yeah.
literally nothing.
Yeah.
I feel like eventually, even if they are fake, that they're going to be worth money just because, you know, they're still just, you know, because they're old and have like value to them.
Yeah.
I was watching a video trying to figure out if they were worth anything. There's like an American made like 1999 edition Charizard. It was like a shiny and limited edition. It was worth $2,500.
Wow, yeah, there's a lot of like stuff like that from my childhood. I was like, I think I had that before.
I know,
It's
I was
worth
like,
like this
it's-
much
it's-
money. But yeah,
I didn't start playing Pokemon, like the actual card game, until I got to college. Like
Yeah.
one of my buddies, James, who was on last week's show,
yeah,
me and him bought packs and started playing for hours.
yeah.
He had Teddy Ursaring and Ursaring, and this thing called Swing Around, and it just destroyed our entire deck, especially if you ever got up and had time. Dab.
Had a stab when I sneezed.
Bless
See if
you.
that was good on YouTube, how that looked.
You waiting for the delay
Yeah, I'm waiting for the
reaction.
delay. I want to see the dab. I think I missed it, but, oh, nope, there, yeah, I got it. Great ads on YouTube. What a time to be alive.
So, yeah, we are still streaming
We
on
are still streaming.
YouTube over there.
I've been watching the live stream on my computer.
Okay. So, yeah, like, we had the Alliance going last segment in the race. Now the race has ended and the Alliance is at halftime, so we're kind of in a stall mode.
Yeah. I was expecting the race to go a little bit longer.
Well, I think there was like, when they wrecked, there was like 20 laps to go or 19 or something like that, and then the rain come in, so NASCAR just, I guess, felt like what was best was just to call the race.
That's so sad. They had this Birmingham tweet or something. It said mood, and it had Blake Sims all happy and stuff. No, good and well. He's pretty bummed out. He got benched over a Division II quarterback.
Ooh. I bet you, I don't know, cause like, I've
I
seen
think he'll
like,
play eventually.
like, well, it kinda went away, But like, I
Like
don't know,
the
like,
whole year.
I've seen like where he was supposed to start, like,
Yeah, everybody was like hyping him up to be the starter, like this.
and then
the
now
goat.
this Luis Perez is coming out here and putting up a few numbers, no touchdowns though,
No
just
big numbers, but just
getting his
some
field goal kicker in range.
That's all you gotta do sometimes, especially if they have good enough defense.
Okay, so now here's their hashtags. Hashtag We Are Birmingham. Hashtag Forge On with a little what is that?
Fire and
Fire emoji and
cause you know Birmingham used to be like the Iron City.
the biggest, iron ordeal.
If you're wanting to see that picture, it is on their Twitter page, AAF Iron, the Birmingham Irons Twitter page. I don't know if y'all can see this, but boom.
Yeah, the AAF, it don't roll off your tongue like the NFL. They need
Yeah.
to come up with a different
Yeah,
slogan.
even the XFL sounds good.
Yeah. So apparently, wait, wasn't the XFL, that was in like the early 2000s?
Yeah.
That will never, ever make a comeback.
But see, like, the XFL,
It's coming back. Like they haven't.
Not the same way.
Oh yeah.
but
We was
like,
watching a documentary about it. We
Yeah.
didn't watch the whole thing, but he had it pulled up before we was leaving
Yeah,
the place the other day, and it was showing how aggressive their marketing was. It was
Yeah.
like they wanted girls like
You
pretty
mean-
much naked,
yeah,
and like they wanted they were encouraging players to have relationships with cheerleaders. So it was like a big show. They'd be playing,
It was like
and
a- like Jersey Shore before Jersey Shore, and they even had football.
yeah, they wanted
Yeah.
like the quarterback throw a touchdown, then go over to the sideline and like make out with the cheerleader, like
Yeah.
some wild stuff. And I know the first time that would happen in today's world, oh
Yeah.
my God, like Twitter would just blow up with a rage
we'll
fit.
see, like,
So Birmingham is not getting their XFL team back. It's kind of sad. So Bob Stoops is the new Dallas coach for the XFL.
wow. Oh, yeah, I did see that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I seen that on
I
Facebook
can't
or
stand
somewhere.
him.
Yeah,
Mm,
so,
Loser.
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Probably about the XFL, something.
No, well, I don't remember. It'll come back to me later.
I just don't understand how, okay, he's the head coach and general manager. So I don't know how that's gonna work.
Oh, I remember. Okay, so like when I was watching the Alliance documentary, like they was talking about their main like thing is like what did the XFL lack, and they was like it lacked quality football. And that's like that's what their main like focus was, to put like quality football on the field.
And it
And
wasn't quality.
yeah,
So, I'm looking at the XFL's website, and what Tampa Bay's team is playing at Raymond James Stadium, which is the Buccaneers.
yeah,
So I'm guessing, okay, so they're gonna compete with they're not even competing with the NFL anymore, they gave up on the NFL, they're gonna compete with the Lions, because they're playing in February too.
oh, okay,
So their first season will be in a year, in exactly 1 year, in February of 2020.
yeah,
So I wonder how they're gonna like, cause I mean Grant was talking about it too. Like they made like them like the girls are pretty much half naked.
yeah,
You know they made it into like it wasn't even a real football. Like it was like the WWE.
yeah. It was
They
entertaining.
didn't have. There was no fair catches
Yeah,
on kickoffs or punt returns. And the people today would have a harder stroke if they saw, you know, somebody not getting a proper, like, I mean, I understand health and safety is, you know, important.
yeah. That's
but-
one thing I can't understand is like the fair catches on
Yeah.
the.
And I kinda like how that, I don't know, but I think the kickoff is still just fun to me. Just seeing them, you know,
See, Alabama used to take advantage of those kickoffs and stuff. Like I know like last year, I think it was against Clemson or something in the semifinals.
oh yeah, and the
Yeah.
onside kick,
Yeah,
and Clemson would have known,
yeah,
hey, it's coming.
yeah.
That was just what made it so much better, I think. Hey, there's Jeremiah. So Jeremiah might be joining us on the show very shortly. I don't know if he comes in right now. He is the new, like, tech director.
Lab assistant.
Lab assistant.
Yes,
yeah,
lab assistant here at Cell Phone.
His door's opening, he is walking, he'll be walking in.
The documentary of Jeremiah Paris.
There's a chair sitting right here for him.
So,
I don't know if people will be able to hear him, but yeah, he'll be here in spirit, he'll be here on the live stream.
yeah. So, what is that number to call in, Sam? Do you have,
The
is it on this old
yeah.
yellow sheet of paper?
No, it's on this white one, but it's on our Instagram and Facebook, and I think on the YouTube channel too.
Yeah.
You can call in if our personal phones, we can, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
But the request line is 256-782-5592.
Yeah, so if you'd like to comment on anything we've really talked about, or like to throw in your opinion or something like that.
Jeremiah Paris is entering the building.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, dude?
So we need like a little like clapping sound effect. So,
Manually do it.
Manual.
Old school.
A manual clap.
Manual clap.
What y'all talking about today, boys?
Talking about the XFL, the Alliance, just whatever.
Yeah.
Did y'all watch some of those open season games? I didn't get a chance to.
Yeah, well, I watched a little bit of the Orlando one. They kind of blew out Atlanta. And then Birmingham's playing right now. They're at halftime. They're winning 9-0 over Memphis.
The former Charger kicker.
Yeah.
Excuse me, so you can be in the show. All right. You can be famous now, the new live assistant.
Yeah, I'm definitely famous.
Yeah.
Because I'm the lab assistant, that's all I'm saying.
You're important to a lot of people who do cameras, so.
Well, I couldn't even open the door for y'all when y'all got here. Y'all had to call UPD.
I mean, we've always had to call UPD though, so it's just whatever at this point, we're used to it.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I wonder if they ever just get mad, like, what if they just tell us no? Just said, no, you can't get in, just no show for you
Figure it
today.
out. So,
Vacation day for us then.
Yep,
We tried.
we tried, we did our best. I think Pawad's here, so if we had to, we
He
could start
left,
banging on. Yeah, but he's here when we get here usually,
Oh, yeah.
so we could just start banging on his window. Wish he didn't have a window, so I don't know how that would work. Maybe he'd hear us, maybe we can call him.
who's the only professor that had a window is what, Stedham?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Stedham's the
probably
only one.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been here some weekends.
Yeah.
So Jeremiah, do you have any music preferences for us to play?
What do y'all usually play on the show?
It's usually old rock, but you know, whatever you're feeling.
Yeah, we're open to anything. We're the Gamecock mix. We're a mix of
We're here to
things.
please the people,
Yeah.
all our loyal viewers.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of playing Sweet Victory again, guys.
Again.
Yeah. We played it last week, because I knew they weren't gonna play it at the Super Bowl. I knew they were gonna bamboozle us.
Smackledorf.
Smackledorf.
Yeah, I got a song. You got Spotify, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's pull up something.
So the Birmingham and Memphis is back underway. Start of the third quarter.
We got a new logo. Let's pull it up.
Y'all streaming to YouTube right now?
We are.
Yeah.
I thought y'all Facebook.
We usually do Instagram, but we
kind of do a variety of things. Like, well, last week we had like 3 streams
Yeah,
going
we
at
had
one time.
We had 3 or 4 Instagram streams going. Monica made our new Facebook logo.
Oh, sweet of her.
That was. She made all those, I guess. I assume. They turned out pretty good. I think ours is the best on the little buys.
Play Brighton Rock by Queen.
By Queen Queen.
Like Queen.
Queen.
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury.
I guess we'll be taking a quick, can we do both? Do you know that? Can we play music and talk?
No, I mean, just put music. I mean, I'm sure it would work, but like,